What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are here. This is episode 2 of the Real Madrid career mode. And this is the very first episode that we're going to have that actually has any gameplay for you guys. And I'm excited. I want to say thank you to everybody who showed some love on episode 1, because we are back in the career mode scene. And it's gonna be a damn good series. I can feel it. Listen, I haven't felt this good about a career mode series since the Leicester career mode, which is obviously like probably the best career mode series we've done, the most fun I've had playing FIFA. But I ain't had this much fun playing FIFA since then. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had so much fun playing a FIFA game than the way I've got it set up now, with the settings and the sliders and obviously manual assists and all that type of stuff. So at the point of recording this, I've got a few episodes ready for you guys to watch. So like I said, I've played a fair amount of games, and I'll tell you guys, man, I'm having a lot of fun playing this. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this as much as I do. But we're getting into the very first game of the La Liga season. We are playing against Alaves. I believe every game in this episode is an away fixture. So if you missed episode 1, I think it's real important for you guys to go back and check out episode 1, because there's some important information on how things are going to work. Obviously, away games are going to be a lot tougher than home games by design, because we're going to have different settings for the away games. So we're going to have different camera angle. I'm going to mix it up. There's not as many camera angles as I really thought there were in this game once I took a look at them. Once you realize, like, a lot of them are like pro cameras and end-to-end type stuff. Well, I say a lot of them. Maybe 2 or 3 of them are like that type of angle. So actual, like, camera angles like this, there's not too many of them. But we got off to an early start. 7 minutes in it took for us to get our first attack of the game. Bear in mind, completely manual for away games. Almost had the ball in the back of the net, and Benzema on the rebound, unable to put the ball away and get us into the lead. It took us 20 minutes before we could create anything else, and it was David Alaba stepping up to take a free kick alongside Hazard and Luka Modric. FIFA does this weird thing this year, where if you look at Luka Modric during that set piece, when you're standing there, like, his hair, not right there, but when they're actually lining up to take it, I've noticed it before in penalties, but players' hair turns black. Like, I've seen it happen to Harry Kane, I've seen it happen to De Bruyne. People with light hair turns completely black. And 38 minutes into this game, getting back to reality, Alaves opened the scoring against us, firing it into the back of the net. And this is the worry about playing with these settings. Like, the AI ain't playing with these settings. Now, obviously, with my sliders, over the course of the save, I guess I'll let you guys know more what the sliders are and how they're set up. But some of the things that I did do is I actually took down the AI's. No, sorry, I put up the shot and pass error, because, I mean, you guys have all played the game. It does get crazy. Shots, they just don't miss a lot of the time. We did get a huge opportunity right there as Vinicius was played it in behind, and I overcooked the touch way too much. And unfortunately, we ran it into the hands of the keeper. Alaves were coming, trying to double their lead 77 minutes in. We were able to intercept right here, and we were trying to mount a counter-attack coming forward. Modric sprayed it out wide onto the right here for Eden Hazard. He's got 2 players. Benzema finding Vinicius on the left, and Vinicius Jr. scores the first goal of the season for Real Madrid. Goes to pick up the ball as we are ready to push to get in the lead of this game. And listen, when I talk about this series, you're going to hear a lot about the rewarding feeling, right? The satisfaction of playing this. Now, I mean, the finish wasn't great, but the keeper made it easy for me. He's standing completely on one side of the goal, but the feeling of actually tucking the ball away on manual settings and knowing you did that all yourself is different. It's different. We made some changes going on here, trying to change the game, but unfortunately, unable to get a win in the first game of the season. Only a draw against Alaves, and this is what I'm talking about. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It is not going to be a walk in the park. One thing I've noticed from the games that I've played, like I said, I've got a few videos recorded. One thing I've noticed, every game is going to feel like a challenge, a fight for 3 points completely from beginning to end. Even a game where we might win 4-0. Even if we were to win a game 3 or 4-0, every one of them goals will be worked for and earned like never before. And that's what I love. Like, I'm actually just having fun just playing the game. Every second of every minute of the game is a challenge. And like I said, even if we end up battering a team, like, it's not gonna have been easy. So that's what I'm enjoying. But first game of the season, only a draw to come out of it. And again, another away fixture against Levante this time. But as I was saying, like, some of the things I've noticed, like, in FIFA, it's not new that the passing, the way they ping the ball around sometimes on ultimate difficulty is quite ridiculous. But this year, shooting is also a problem where they are just lethal from any range, and everything flies into the top corner. So, and I feel like with me playing on manual as well, I tend to make a lot more loose passes. And one thing that putting up their pass error does is it makes them make more mistakes as well. And what it ends up doing is it leads to a battle in the midfield, because there's just so many more loose balls, which you don't tend to get usually on FIFA. And I really love it. There's just a big fight in the middle of the pitch to actually win possession and keep it. And the thing is, like, they still ping the ball around like crazy. Like, they still really do. Like, the sliders aren't making them ineffective. It's just making them make mistakes every now and again, and I like it. So, into this game against Levante, nice ball played into Benzema, and you can already see as we get a claim for a penalty, but the referee instead gives handball against Benzema. He was taken down in the box, and referees are another problem in this game. Referees are, I think, probably the worst they've ever been in FIFA, from what I've seen so far. They just don't like to give anything to you in this game. Like, no fouls at all are given to you in this game, but that's just something I'm noticing. But yeah, throughout the series, I'm sure you guys will get a better understanding of the sliders that I'm using. But I would just want to say, like, I would advise anybody to play the game in this manner. With the manual settings, give it a try, and these sliders, because it is, like I said, it's probably the best gaming experience I've had when it comes to a football game. As we play the ball out wide to Vinicius Jr., who goes down the line, beats his man. He's got men in the box, and Benzema unable to find the back of the net into the second half, and still unable to break the deadlock here against Levante. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be a long season, but I am determined to do Real Madrid justice and really challenge on all fronts for all titles. Modric coming forward again, beautifully played and weighted pass out wide. Eden Hazard cutting in on the left onto his right foot. Unfortunately, not able to find the back of the net. It's really hard. Like, passing, I got the hang of passing quite quickly, but shooting is really, like, it's really sensitive. Like, you have to be so precise to find the corner with these settings. But we made some changes with only just over 10 minutes to go. Made some changes trying to get an upper hand in this game and try and find the back of the net. But it's Levante who are coming forward right on the edge of the box and crashing a shot against the crossbar right there. 86 minutes on the clock. Rodrigo had come onto the pitch, and he's making a run down the right-hand side. Almost has space in the middle, but the Levante defender's making a mistake. He's played it back to Benzema, and Benzema just strikes it pretty much straight at the keeper right there. And again, that just goes back. I'm trying not to go too far to the corners because it is really sensitive, like I said. And this time, Benzema is finding Rodrigo, and it's Rodrigo's turn, and we do the same thing. More or less, again, identical between Benzema and Rodrigo. Same situation, same position on the pitch. And just too central with the finish. And it ends 0-0, goalless in our second game of the season. And like I said, shooting is really hard. And it's going to take me a while to get the hang of finding the back of the net. Even the goal we scored in the last game with Vinicius was very central when you look at it. Like, we did not find the corner. We was a little bit fortunate that the keeper kind of just got out of the way. But into the third and final game of today's episode, and we're playing against Real Betis away from home. Beautiful. Spain, honestly, Spain have some of the best stadiums, well, some of my favorite stadiums at least, in world football. I mean, I have a bucket list of stadiums I want to be able to visit in my life, and a fair amount of them are in Spain, to be fair. Like, really nice stadiums over there. But playing against Real Betis, Should be a tough fixture because we know they have some quality players in there. They got Joaquin still on that right-hand side. Who'd have thought? This man's like, what, 41 years old, still playing first-team football, still captain. He's special. He's special. But this is how we lined up. Furlan Mendy came in at left back, and Alaba moved into the center of midfield. But everything else more or less the same with the lineup right here. Benzema, Vinicius, and Hazard. Vinicius, obviously the only player to score a goal for us so far this season, and we pressured them into an early mistake in this one, and we were able to play it into Benzema, but Benzema just kind of just struggled to get his feet set underneath him, and was eventually closed out. But we did get a corner, and from the resulting corner, Cruz whipped it into the box onto the head of Karim Benzema, and that is the goal that I'm hoping kickstarts the season, because I want to see something from Zimmer this season. I want to see something from Captain Zimmer, King Zimmer, rising high and heading it in. And honestly, that might be one of our best chances this season, getting the ball into the box and trying to win headers, because heading seems to be a little bit more accurate. I don't know. Maybe not more accurate, but just easier to beat the keeper, even if it's down the middle. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, you're right on the edge of the keeper's 6-yard box for him to react and make a save, you know. But getting balls into the area might be, you know, keep posted. That might be an option, but right here, that was it for the first half in this game. Really quiet first half. Only the two chances, I guess you would say, for Benzema, but we're doing a good job of actually controlling possession. As you can see right here, Vinicius had another golden chance, but again, it's one of them ones I'm trying to not get it to go too far wide of one side, and I've overcompensated and ended up going too far to the near post, and the keeper's made a good save. It's Real Betis' turn now, 65 minutes into the game, as they're trying to create something to get themselves back into the game, and they're just passing it around back and forth, and a brilliant save right there from Thibaut Courtois to deny, who is that? Is that Sergio Canales? From scoring from range and finding the back of the net. And we are kind of hanging on at this point. 68 minutes. See the way they're pinging the ball around. Like, you can see, like, I've raised their shot error, but it's not, you know, it's not completely butchering them. They're still pinging that ball around, and their shots are still pretty accurate as well. I would recommend that if you guys want to see my sliders at some point, I can show you guys, because like I said, I would definitely recommend the whole setup. Like, it is so enjoyable. I've taken down game speed and stuff like that. A lot of changes to the sliders that I think are just making for a great experience. And Betis came back at us, and we were able to hold on. And honestly, I feel like our defense, we've kept another clean sheet. That's 3 clean sheets in a row in episode, well, I almost said episode 1, but in the first set of gameplay, our first games of the league, that's 3 clean sheets. Sorry. It's not. First game we conceded. 2 clean sheets out of 3, though. I think our defense is going to be very important this season, because it's going to be a struggle for us to find the back of the net consistently, especially away from home. And I think Courtois in the goal and our defense is going to be very crucial. They showed us a quick list of youngsters to look out for. I find it interesting that, like, none of them, I don't know any of them names, but it is what it is. Quick look at our Champions League group. It's the same as the real life one pretty much, other than Sheriff aren't in the game because they're nobodies and they still beat Real Madrid. It's crazy. But Champions League will kick off in the next episode, I believe. And a quick look at the La Liga table before we wrap up the video. You know, 3 games in, doesn't really matter, it's still early, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I do have a couple videos ready to edit and go, so if you guys want to see more, you know, if you guys can smash that like button, I can go ahead and get you guys maybe double upload on the weekend or something. I don't know. We'll go hard, maybe even before the weekend. Like I said, I got it. If you guys go hard on that like button, I'll go hard on the editing, and we'll get some videos for you guys, because I'm ready. Like, I'm already behind a lot of people with these career modes, so it's time to just dive head in, knee first, feet first, toes, knees deep, arm deep, leg. I don't know. Dive in. We're gonna dive in and you know, get moving with this series. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. Look out for it tomorrow. Look, just keep posted, because it's gonna get lit. Peace.